would never make light of somebody who died in such a strange, bizarre way. I would like to say that I do believe that some people, know how they will die or when they will die, or they do have a feeling that they know they're about to die, whether it's untimely, whether it's by the hands of somebody else, or whether it's by themselves. I do believe. So, on May 2nd, 2020, in Kiowa Island in Charleston, South Carolina, this was a strange story, and it goes right along with so many others that I hear about. This woman, she was generous and she was kind and she was an animal lover, and she would rescue abused and abandoned dogs, and she also would volunteer at the Charleston Dog Show. She was always willing to donate her time and her talent to friends and animals. That's what was said about her. So, during our first lockdown on COVID, people felt differently. Some people wanted to get out and go. Even though the cities was once filled with traffic and noise and people, it felt like a ghost town. No one was hardly around. Cynthia Covert, 58, had called several of her clients up to make arrangements and appointments to do their nails inside their home. Covert was currently out of work due to the fact that salons had to close down during COVID. And she was a manicurist. Her friend, who will remain nameless, lives in a gated community in Kiowa Island. Her friend said she arrived with a bottle of wine. At the salon, she's very professional, but on this trip, she seemed to be very relaxed, the friend noted. She was also extremely talkative, excited. She was excited that her boyfriend was coming to visit her from Tennessee. The friend said she was acting a bit strange, a bit different. She wasn't like her usual self. The friend only witnessed her drink one glass of the wine that she brought. After she completed the nails, she spotted an alligator in the waters. She began taking pictures of the alligator from steps. The friend noted she seemed to be very mesmerized by the alligator. She then started walking down the steps. Her friend warned her, "Do not go far. Do not get close to that alligator." She continued taking the pictures and walking closer and closer with every picture, every step. As she moved closer, her friend even warned, "I saw it grab a deer in that same spot." She responded, quote, "I don't look like a deer," unquote. By now, the friend's husband was outside warning her not to go near the gator. A neighbor was even watching. By now, Covert was 4 feet from the gator, still taking pictures. By now, she wanted to pet the gator. She's waist deep in the water when the gator would lunge at her, grabbing her left leg with its jaw. The neighbor and husband, witnessing what had happened, went to grab anything whether it be shovels, poles, to try to hit the gator, entice the gator to release Covert's grip. She didn't scream. She didn't panic. It was like she wasn't even there. She stood waist deep in the water as this alligator was grabbing her. They managed to throw a rope out to her. She grabbed the rope with her right hand and she said, quote, "I guess I won't do that again," unquote, while calmly letting go of the rope. She never once screamed, never once panicked. The gator did its killing death roll, where it rotates at a high speed and it drowns its prey and it rips it apart, and they went under. By now, the police and firefighters had arrived on the scene, but it was too late. About 10 to 15 minutes later, Covert's body had surfaced, but the gator had drug her down again. The gator was then seen, and it was shot multiple times in the head by the police. Covert's body would reappear, but she was already at this time deceased. The autopsy report would say that her body was in contact. However, she did have severe injuries to the left leg where the gator had bit into her at. I went on her Facebook page when this first occurred, and the comments from people that didn't know her it was terrible. I believe the page has been deleted, which is a good thing because the comments were horrible. However, I did get to look on her page. She did have her page open to the public, and she was fascinated by alligators. She had a lot of different things, a lot of different articles, a lot of different memes all about alligators. The one thing I do remember, and I actually managed to get a screenshot of, was she had a cloud on her page that looked like an alligator. She did have some kind of weird obsession with the alligators. I wonder if the friend ever still sees that as she lays down in her sleep, sees her friend being taken under. I wonder if that ever bothers her. That would bother me. I think that would kind of creep me out in the end, to watch my friend so calmly just go underneath the water and die. Alligators are not our friends.